Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Alert.
Brady gives to Michel. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch the safety creep. Regular.
Hey, high 7.
Check it. Reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bring it. King. Check. Crunch. Bang.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
180. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check.
Two jet bombers.
Hey, alert 33. 51 to Mike.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield going up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in. touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long. They'll run it here. This is James White. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Set. 180. You're not ready. You're not ready. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 13. Check 13.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A give right side now to Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Real. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jannard Avery providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Baker Mayfield, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go. Regular.
On the run, this is Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set, 180. Check back 21. Watch the slant.
Throwing on second and 8, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Strong right. Everyone, you got 4 down. Switch. Hey, alert.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Here we go. King.
Mayfield on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check. Pistol. Kill.
6'6", bullet high.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the ground, Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Get that quarterback, D-line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert!
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over them. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was looking for Landry that time. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there. Second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The Browns drive about to get started. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.